Hey everyone, it's Marianne from the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. Do you remember when we said months ago that Michael Mulgrew of the United Federation of Teachers had a backdoor, the Moratorium Act, in which he could basically try to negotiate something for himself? We thought there were two things that he would do. And one of them was create the ability for his people, his own members, UFT members, to have something that the rest of us wouldn't. So here was a very interesting comment of his just the other day.
Susan Police is first. We'll get there. I got you. I see you. Susan's over there.
This is from his meeting. And Susan is one of his union
Hello,
loyalists.
Your name?
Susan Police.
Thank you.
If I choose to keep Medicare and have to secure my own secondary insurance, would we have to find our own Part D and lose the reimbursement?
If you are not enrolled in a city plan, you lose the reimbursements. That is the design of those reimbursements, is that you must be in a city plan. So, and there's one other part to your question that I should answer before somebody asks that part. If you choose to go the traditional Medicare route, say you opt out, you choose to go the traditional Medicare route, you're probably going to purchase what is known as a Medigap plan. Okay? There's 4 states, it's New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and thank you. There's no issues. You just buy whatever you want and all the rest of it. If you do not live in those states, it's a problem because the insurance companies have rules that give them advantages over patients. We are trying to work on something right now that would be an exclusive program for our people, but I don't have it yet. We don't have it yet. Remember I said negotiations are not done? They're not. This is the issue one of the issues we're looking at is that if people choose to go the traditional Medicare route, we want them to have an option of actually purchasing a Medigap plan. And there's 4 states, no issues whatsoever. And then the other states, they have different laws, but we'll take Florida, has the most onerous laws towards the patient, right? So we're trying to work on something right now. But my thing is, look, I'll be 58 in 2 months. I'm very comfortable going into this after what we've negotiated. For me, it's a personal decision, right? I understand that. I know all the different ages, but I hopefully, like everybody else who's in the system, we hope one day to get to 65. That is our hope. Okay?
Yes.
I know some might not.
So, first of all, it's not like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Wrong. It's New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Maine. And those are the 4 states in which you can get in and out of a Medigap plan without having to do it with an open enrollment. There's also like a guarantee issue there. And what that means is that you can get in other states, you would have trouble getting into a Medigap plan, especially if you were in a Medicare Advantage plan to begin with, because you would have to, depending upon how you got out of your plan ended like this one is, being able to get into another one, especially if you have pre-existing conditions. And most of us who are disabled or who are older and ill or have existing conditions, that becomes a problem because then the higher your premium comes, and you also will have to be subject to physical exams before being able to get into a Medigap. So this all becomes a problem. And yet Mr. Mulgrew doesn't even know the right 4 states and exactly all the rules that pertain to them. So this becomes an issue that we have highlighted and now is clearly showing its true colors, Mr. Mulgrew, in that he is looking to negotiate something just for him. Now, Robert Lynn, if you are listening to this message, back in the 80s, I think it was 85 or 87, you told Barry Feinstein that how crazy would it be for him to have a health care plan that was just for him, for just his union. That would be absurd that you would do that. I'll have to find you the clip because I have that too. So if you are actually negotiating, and I know you're not an OLR, but Claire Levitt is, but you're probably still working as a consultant at $500 an hour, that it would be okay to you to negotiate a Medigap plan for the United Federation of Teachers after their union put us absolutely in this situation by negotiating their collective bargaining agreement in 2014 on the backs of all other labor, so that you could take away our healthcare plans and put premium upon us and put us into managed Medicare Advantage plans. And if you graciously bless them with the ability to have a Medigap plan that you are going to your office or labor relations will negotiate with them, shame on you and shame on all of you. So to all the other unions watching, we keep telling you, stay alert, stay awake at what's happening. Look what the players are doing, because we've been telling you that this was going to happen, and everything that we said would happen has. Time is now. You need to push back on MLC. The abuse of authority of the United Federation of Teachers and Michael Mulgrew, and this weighted voted crap going on in the Municipal Labor Committee. File your complaints. It's time. And don't let Michael Mulgrew take advantage of labor. He doesn't run New York City. Remind him where he belongs, because most of his people don't even support him either. His last vote, he had over 190-something ballots that went out, and like 50,000 of them came back, and half of those were from retiree votes. Not even his own membership supported him. And today, the rebuke at the MLC that most of the unions that were there dissented against him, but in the weighted voting structure, they got their way anyway. It's not the way it's supposed to be. But now you all know Michael Mulgrew's true feelings. He is negotiating a plan just for him, at the expense of all the rest of you and us.